Hello, beautiful people, and welcome all of you to another exciting edition of the Focus Show right here on Sharabutu TV. My name is Abdullah Shamun Bako. Humanitarian activities are of importance to the socio-economic development of every nation. As such, the work of NGOs are therefore to fill in the gap of what government couldn't achieve in order for all of us to move together. Over the few years, we've seen the span of NGOs that are Muslims or Islam related that are doing amazingly well. Amongst them is the Light Foundation. In the span of a few years, they've been able to achieve a lot that others who are in the system couldn't achieve. And today, we're throwing our spotlight on the Light Foundation. And of course, we'll delve into the activities of Muslim NGOs. We're going to be speaking with Sheikh Abubakar Napari, who happens to be the CEO of the Light Foundation. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you very much, my brother Shamun. Yes, I'm happy and privileged to find myself on this show.
Nice having you. So let's get into the talks. The Light Foundation. What is the reason or the brain behind the Light Foundation? Why did you form the Light Foundation? You're a scholar, you could have gone into other things. You've got your business. Why did you delve into an NGO? What was the brain behind it?
The name behind the A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Salli Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Brother Shamun, first of all, we thank Almighty Allah for giving us this opportunity for us to discuss about foundation and its activities, and then the reason behind the formation of the Light Foundation and the choosing of the name Light Foundation.
Of course.
You know, light is Nur. And it's one of the beautiful name of Almighty Allah. So, and Allahu Nuru Samawati wal Ard. Whenever you find light, darkness disappear. Whenever you find light, there's progress in everything. So, even in the Judgment Day, when moons and stars, Allah destroy them, Muslims will still need light to forge their way ahead to Jannah. So light is a beautiful name, one of the beautiful name of Allah.
Sure.
And then we carefully chose it to save mankind. And we are not focusing our work towards only Muslims. We cut across. Non-Muslim benefit, we promote interfaith, we do other things that promote humanity.
You mentioned categorically that your work span not only within the Muslims or Islam fraternity, but other faiths as well. And so let's look at the activities of which you've undertaken so far.
Light Foundation was formed 2005. Barely now we are having at least 16 years in existence. And we've been able to accomplish so many, undertake so many activities, among them to mention few. Our thematic areas: water and sanitation, education, health, skill development, women empowerment, and among all, peace promotion. That is the areas that we are focusing. And infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Let's do it this way, Sheikh. You've mentioned your thematic areas. So we're going to look at them one after the other. You mentioned women empowerment.
Yes.
Why have you chosen women empowerment to be one of your thematic areas?
As it has been said in Arabic, An-Nisa Shaqa'iqur Rijal, that men, they are sisters or brothers and men to women like brothers and sisters. So, and any development, any nation that you find that did not promote women empowerment and then undermine what women can do to contribute their quota towards nation development, those nations you will not find. Even during our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a lot of women play crucial role in promoting Islam, being it health, being it education, being it even in the battlefield. You find women playing their role through the nursing or through the even battlefield. You see them fighting alongside with men. So Life Foundation see the importance of women empowerment. So we provided year 2007, we're able to train young women with health, and then we train young women on sewing. I mean, to give them skill.
Exactly.
Whenever they marry off and then they are with their husband house,
they've got something that
they can depend on to support the family. So these are. You
mentioned education as well. Education.
Yes. Education, and Alhamdulillah, women education is very, very.
Education in general, I'm sure it's part of your thematic area.
Yes. Even as we speak now, we have a student that informal orphans or that we take care of them, paying their school fees, looking after them. Based on that, we acquire a land, 20 acres of land at Tamale.
20 acres of land at Tamale?
Yes, Tamale. And then it's about from Tamale City to the Nyankala Road. That's my hometown, called Nangba Ayapala. That's where I come from. We've been able to put six classroom and the mosques, and then we want to make it an Islamic center. Training center will be there, and domestic, both women and then male training skills. We are not going to focus on one skills. Different. There will be carpentry for men, plumbing works, women catering center. All this, anything that can assist women and youth, we want to put it on the center.
You also mentioned sanitation. Why have you chosen sanitation to be one of your thematic
areas? Water and sanitation. Our water and sanitation program, we, when you look at the statistics, according to even the state that Ghana, we score in terms of percentage, sanitation, while we are lacking behind. We score about 18 to 20%. Unlike water, water is about 70%. So there's a big gap that need we Muslims to contribute our quota, especially Islamic NGOs, because all Islam teaches based on cleanliness. Based on, you can't even pray unless you are clean. Where you supposed to even stand and play, if the place is not clean, your prayer will not be accepted. So we Muslims even look to extend that a Muslim, at the normal circumstances, when you go closer to your wedding wife, sunnah, you have to bath. You have to make wudu. So many things related. So taught us how to make ourselves clean, personal hygiene, environment hygiene, anything that you find yourself. But it's rather unfortunate that we are lacking behind. So it's time for us to champion. Anytime that we pay attention to sanitation, we'll do away with so many illness that will contact through unhygienic practices.
You've chosen something else which is very fascinating, interfaith dialogue.
Yes.
Why that?
Yes, I mean, as we are in Ghana, we are, Ghana is a secular state.
Secular state, of course.
I mean, anybody can choose religion.
Religion.
And then our noble prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teaches us to how to relate with other non-believers, people that did not share our Islamic faith. From the beginning, you see Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stay in Medina with Jews and now Muslim and Christians alongside, and they stay along without any problem until some problems happen, betrayals here and there that lead to, I mean, they broken the covenant that they have among them, that lead to their everybody go for their separate ways.
Of course.
And when you look at in the Quran, there are a lot of verses that talk about Muslim relation with non-Muslim. Even define the relation between Muslim and even excuse me to say animals, how we should relate to. So in Ghana, we can say that a majority are Christians. Now that we Muslims, I mean, we know that, I mean, we are coming to talk about, when we get there, we'll talk about the statistics that we were championing. I mean, yesterday, it's not like today, times changes, and the Muslim population is growing.
Keep increasing.
Yesterday, where we were scoring in our numbers, today the story is different. But that does not mean Ghana is a state that the whole Africa, let's say the whole world look up to.
Many nations also envy
the way we
relate with fellow Christians
each other. And then so when you come to Light Foundation, as I said, we've been in existence for the past 16 years. Our board constituted, we have non-Muslims, we have pastor, we have Christians, and board. Even our management level, our staff, our accountant is a Christian. Okay, cool. So we want to promote interfaith. I mean, we can work together, we can relate together, stay in one home without, I mean, warranting to any discrepancies.
Definitely. I'm sure the National Chief Imam also played an important role in ensuring that these thematic areas that you've outlined were looked at and well achieved by certain things that you do. I'm sure of that.
Chief Imam is we shouldn't even begin this program without even praying. Say special prayer
to him.
I mean, there's a saying, we are blessed to have such noble and humble Islamic scholar. They call it, I mean, it will take a long time for God to bless a nation with such human being because of the value that is promoting. Now, Chief Imam make Islam very attractive. People are looking and searching to know Islam because after 9/11, a lot of people have bad impression about Islam and Muslims.
Exactly.
So when you come and see a Christian country and then
a secular country,
a leader who's supposed to be leading Muslims, and people are perceiving Muslim to be, I mean, non-tolerant, but Chief Imam carries everybody along. Look at even along the sects.
Everybody pays.
Everybody. And I have me sitting here, my front and back, I'm a Sunni, but Chief Imam house is my home. Welcome.
Mashallah.
That show is teaching us a lesson, and that is what Islam is about.
And just to add up, I've never seen a human being with such a caliber that has a lot of people visit him, apart from Chief Imam. There couldn't be a day where people, institutions, business opportunities, everybody comes to the National Chief Imam.
When you say it's president even is understatement, you understand. President goes and comes, isn't it?
Exactly.
But Chief Imam stays.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely.
So it's a heavyweight.
It's a heavyweight. Now, Chief, let's now come. We've seen NGOs upon NGOs, but many are of the view that you are doing little to change the narrative of the Muslims in some communities. You mentioned education. We, as I speak to you right now, we don't have a standard Muslim or Islamic model school that can compete with other institutions. What is the NGO doing? Or you're not putting your resources into good use? Should we blame you?
You know, this is a tough one, but we, Brother Shamun, responsibility. We can't figure it out and put it on one single soul. Look, the first ayah, the first verse that was revealed to our noble Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu in the Garden of Hira was what? Iqra. Read. So any ummah that did not promote reading or education and acquiring knowledge, they will lag behind. To learn and increase knowledge. Min al-mahad ila al-lahad. From the day that we were born, we keep learning until the day that we are gone. That is our religion. But unfortunately, from that they carry Islam, we have a big Islamic scholars, people that the time that you see European world that they were lacking, they were behind. There were Muslim scholars that understood the teachings of Islam, and then they embraced it, and they were forefront. But when we leave acquiring knowledge, then we see us lacking behind. You can't put the blame to an NGO. You understand?
Because
it's a collective. We do not put importance to that word that was revealed. The first verse that was revealed.
We can blame the NGOs partly, because the blame could be shifted onto a lot of institutions or perhaps people. But you have been able to find a way to gather resources, monies, and putting them into not come together, and we don't have. We only have a university, Islamic university. That's the only Islamic university we have. We don't have a standard model school.
Look, what is something that when we look about it, we could have done better by using the. In fact, I am aware little the kind of support, the aid that Muslim NGO receive for the past years. Country, exactly. Talking about Saudi Arabia, talking about Kuwait, Qatar, and all this, but we don't have united force, united goal, and then the resources are scattered. These are some of the challenges. I believe, and now that we are talking, I think what has happened, sister at Westfield Gates has waken up Muslim Ummah, that we are thinking that no, we need to come to of Prophet Muhammad, the teachings of Quran, Holy Quran, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى, that we should come together to promote good deeds. One of the good deeds, the thing that is affecting Ummah is education and we do not have standard international school that can look after
we don't even have any. Apart from that, we don't even have any.
That is our shortfall, and I believe a lot of what has happening, the lessons have been taken, and then a lot of Muslim NGOs, as you say, and individuals have been doing so many, trying to put resources together. As it has been said, it's better late than never. Now, let's the past, we cannot catch up the past. It's with united force to put our resources together. For instance,
can you achieve that?
We can achieve. Why not? We can achieve. Now, at first, we're not paying much attention to the education, but now, after the Western Games, you could see some of the initiatives that among them is the Muslim caucus in Parliament. They came together and said that, look, and then put our resources together. There are issues that affecting Ummah. One of them is health. You know, it's affecting everybody. So we don't have to divide when we are coming to build clinics, hospital to help ourselves. You understand? Government hospital alone cannot be enough. And education too is something that affecting cut across. And then three objectives, even the finance. When we put our, even when we make good use of our Jummah prayer, and then we are collecting donation and putting it at the right. Just put in your mind, how many Jummah do we have across the country? If even every Jummah prayer, every Jummah prayer, every mosque can raise 100 Ghana cedis. And we put all these resources together. There's nothing we cannot achieve. Hospitals, we can establish, help the young ones that did know they are looking for jobs. We can create jobs, job creation. We can build international schools and then get good teachers to teach our children, and even teach them with the Islamic teachings.
Definitely. You're still here with us on Shadow 2 TV, and you're watching us live on Facebook. You can, give us your comment via. And we're still here with Sheikh Ali Napari. We're discussing the Light Foundation, of which he heads, and of course we're also spanning the conversation, talking about the activities of Muslims. Talking about education, we finished about that. Let's go into other things. You realize that the focus, we're still on education, the focus is building schools. But you see a lot of schools dotted across the country. But the schools itself do not have infrastructure. The schools are not put in proper shape. And so even in as much as we're talking about having a model school, a standard school, those ones that we have, the primary schools that we're building, you realize that the condition of which the children learn, the people, is not even proper. You realize the washroom, and there's a whole lot happening. How do we change this narrative? What is happening?
Alhamdulillah, and problem shared is problem solved. Now we are talking about it, isn't it? Something that we find that something must be done. It's time for us to make our Islamic and Arabic schools attractive, and we can do it. It's not something that beyond our doing. It's just about the will, and then changing our mindset and changing our behavior. When we do that, trust me, we'll be able to. As you could recall, a week or two, we invited you to our Islamic school at Jayo Central Mosque. You may ask, why do we undertake that initiative? is part of what you just mentioned. We went to New Legon. My brother, he was able to put some 6 classrooms to make it Makaranta. Students will be attending Saturdays and Sundays. And the way the chairs, the environment, very, I mean, it's not a big place. I think they use half plot of the land, but the way, the facility, when I look at the facility, and I was invited to the program, I said, look, a lot of our Zongo chiefs were there, and then he sent people to attend the event to support the commission of that Arabic school.
Arabic school, exactly.
And the facility that they put, when you look at it, you think that this school is, so people couldn't believe that there's a place for little kids where they will be playing during the session, and they can play in the class while they are learning Alif Bao Taus and Arabic alphabet and then Fatiha. So all these things we are lacking, and children like play. Why not we introduce the playing, the football, the basketball for the ladies, and all these things, the volleyball, so that at least the children will be attractive to learn Arabic and Islamic school. So my crusade on that and my speech, I said, New Legon people, they will be able to put this. So it's a message to all of us. Everybody should go back and to his Makaranta, where the structures are below standard, the washrooms, people can even easily go in there and contact the children because they are so little, they don't know how to even take care of themselves. They can we are having.
Definitely.
So it's something that we can go back to our senses and renovate, start renovating it, contributing money to do our businessmen. And this one is responsibility for all, not one person. It's just will. People should have will and have fear of God. Remembering that whatever we are, cars that we are acquiring, the houses that we are building, one day we are going to leave it behind. And we have to leave a good legacy. Something that we can do. There's nothing we can do that will be more beneficial to impact knowledge, to provide conducive environment for the children to learn Islam and acquire knowledge, so that tomorrow, if you don't give your children good Islamic education, how can the child appreciate even the fatherhood? How can the child even pray for you when you are dead? And go.
How do you make your funding? How do you get the monies to finance this project that you undertake?
Alhamdulillah, I mean, in terms of our achievement, we have during the 16 years, so many projects.
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
Let's look at
but our funding, international, NGOs such as Salam Charity, an organization of like UNICEF and Star Ghana. We partner with them. Well Vision Christian, they are Christian organization. Because of our good relationship, we are working with them. And I can tell you here without fear of contradiction, most of the funding for the Light Foundation, 50 to 60% come.
Inshallah, from your own personal businesses.
Alhamdulillah, my business, I'm a miner, legal miner, and then I do other businesses, and I'm passionate about the work to give back.
Give back to
And alhamdulillah, Allah blessed me with a family who support me. You know, anytime that I see that something can be done. Sometimes we pull a little resources and Allah, I mean, the whole thing look like we are well resources. I mean, but it's not like that. It's just about the commitment. And we need to work that together. Not one person cannot do it because the gap is huge.
You see, the problem iterating this, if you look around, you realize we have over 200 NGOs situated within the Muslims communities, and everybody is doing. You realize that it's only few who are benefiting from it. Many have also argued vehemently that if this is happening, then how do you strengthen your model to affect all? As you mentioned that you see that prior to this conversation, I was talking to somebody, said these NGOs, we don't want to mention name, but they give scholarship, but you don't hear the scholarship. You don't even hear who has it. Before you know, they've opened the scholarship scheme, but it's over. You apply, you're given. And so some people are started reading meaning of fishy meaning to the activities of Muslim NGOs. If somebody has that thinking that these NGOs are there, but it's more like for their parochial interest, not necessarily the interest of the people.
You know, because of the circumstances we find ourselves in, because a lot of resources, a lot of funding, and in fact, in reality, we don't really see real impact. People are benefiting here and there. To some extent, it could be the truth, but I think a Muslim NGO, we need to set up, we need to come together, we need to identify our goals and our need, and then tackle the problem collectively, not one person. You know, the gap is huge. When you look at, I mean, we are still struggling to have one university can accommodate Muslim. We don't have even Islamic one private skill development university. We don't have it. Vocational center that can be related to Muslim. And these are the things that are not too difficult to do. You understand? But you can see that the effort are scattered. We are not united. And then, I mean, Islam does not say that when you are you come out to save humanity, that you shouldn't benefit from the work that you are doing, because you are doing work. When you are doing work, and Islam say the sadaqah that is given out to the needy, للفقراء والمساكين. The third category is والعاملين عليها, and the people that work to assist. But even in terms of orphans money, you know, when you touches orphans money, like without wrongfully, Allah will punish you with the hellfire. But even that, Quran said that وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ.
Because
if you have money, exactly, please go and put it to the right so it can reach out to the needy. But if you don't have means, you are poor, please take the little that will be sufficient. Don't take half, or even to some extent more than half, and then you see, and the impact has not been
because many are blaming the to some the funds comes is either there's a misplaced priority. or perhaps the monies that are allocated to fund this project perhaps help orphans or give scholarship or sanitation, health. The monies aren't used in proper use.
Yeah, that is not far from the
many
truth.
are beginning to read meanings. And
that is not far from the truth. A lot of, people even think that when you say NGO, it's like a business entity. People use it like to make money, and there are people who, they are very good in report writing, but the real work they will not do it. And there are people who are doing work and they don't even publish it. Publish the work that they do, because it's an NGO work. There's no proper accountability, and government itself, now government is coming with some policies to streamline the NGO work, the activity of NGOs. If you are not doing well, you are not putting your finance, show clearly your social welfare certificate will not be renewed.
Okay.
All these things are going to help. And the best guide is for you to fear Almighty Allah. That is the best guide,
So going forward, just as I mentioned, that we have all these Muslims NGOs, and some are doing pretty well. The Light Foundation have been close to you, and I can mention a few. ICO is incredible. They're working their heart out. How do we collectively put our resources together to champion a national goal that is communities across? Can you think of anything and where you can call upon your colleagues who are into this?
Yes, you see, and when even the call, this Muslim caucus in Parliament make a call that we need to put our resources together, and if you call, they call few NGOs and some the leaders. Our noble chief imam was there, and then other sects of the Muslim, Ahmadiyya, Shia, and then Tijaniya, from all the sectors, Sunnah, all the sects, that we should come together to pull our resources together. That was, a very good call. And I believe if we do not go back to sleep, because a lot of people were saying that there are a lot of initiatives that people bring, and then at the end of the day, personal interest, and people will be thinking about leadership and all these things. You understand? Definitely. And then you see that the spirit will go down. But Alhamdulillah, I have faith, and I think they are working to make sure they include everybody, so that at least we can have. And a lot of people want to do donation to help, but most of them, they don't know whom to even trust. Based on what you just mentioned, they don't even know whom to trust, whom to even make their donation to, because they think that a lot of NGOs are using it for their
parochial and to make money for themselves.
And without reflecting. So, and I believe when you sit back, as you said, not NGOs. There are NGOs that think even they will take the money that they're supposed to use for themselves and their family, they will use to help, and they will go further and further, and thinking that Allah will reward them here and then hereafter.
We'll come back and talk about your achievement and most of the things that you've achieved from the very period that you started this NGO activities till now. Let's engage our audience who are watching us across the globe. Inyas and Adamu Salifo are watching. I want to say thank you for watching. You can leave your comment. Zubairu Master Hugo is also watching, and we're trying to engage a lot of people. I think the internet is trying to mess up. So a lot of people are already on board, and we have a chunk of them watching, over 1,500 watching so far, and I'm sure a lot more will be, engaging us in a few moments. Let's look at the way forward. The Light Foundation, you've been in existence for quite some time now, and I'm sure that you can boast of certain things that you've done and the result that you've seen. What are the things that you think you've really championed and it's yielded the results? We're happy about it.
Alhamdulillah, in terms of education, we have done a lot. Lots of, we have scholarship packages, and then we help a lot of students. We can boast about no less than 300 students that we impacted in their life in terms of education, in terms of water and sanitation. We've been partnering with UNICEF. There's a program that we did within 2016, in the year 2016, training of imam and pastors across the, then we were, our aim, how do we use the scripture, the holy books, to preach to our people towards behavioral change? Because everybody know that when you, even the waste, where we're supposed to put it, we don't keep it at the right places. And we keep our environment dirty. And we're trying to go across the country. At the end of the exercise, we train over 200 imams. And then we do research and show to remind them the verses and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. During their sermons, they should preach. Islam is a religion that talks about hygiene. So they themselves, they should champion. We, as a result of that, I can single out one community at the Tamale, northern region, called Nakbanzo. They were not having toilet facilities. Through the imam that we train, one imam, within a period of 4 months, was able to talk to his people, and 800 toilet was built in the house. And it cuts across. And the program was meant to Ashama, Home Municipality, and Tamal Metro. That was the area that we partner UNICEF to use religion and then to preach to people for them to change their behavior towards the sanitation. In terms of boreholes, and as we speak now, we can boast about no less than 150. The normal wells is uncountless since our existence. From 16 years, there are a lot of communities. Sometimes some community will call on the program. Last time we were in the GTV, say that we have give them a water well that lasts for about closer to 15 years, and they are still benefiting from the well that was provided. Women empowerment. As I said, we have a sewing machine. Every 2 years, we have a badge, 20 women that will give them skills. And after giving them skills, we don't leave them. We'll give them brand new sewing machine for them to take home. And for our women empowerment. So, alhamdulillah, to mention few, Light Foundation, as you know, one of the areas that we are passionate, the end census.
The judges and
I mean, in terms of our advocacy, we don't joke with advocacy.
You've done
we complement
great job.
Government efforts,
exactly.
and then ourselves, Baraka Police and Como, we're able to reach out a lot of Muslims to waken them up that, look, get yourself, it's your duty. Make yourself available to be counted. You are affecting yourself, affecting your religion, affecting your country. And that was it make a lot of people make themselves available. So in terms of the success that we took, alhamdulillah, peace, just end 2020 election. You see how Ashama is. And this year, upon all the tension,
I remember the electioneering period.
We were there with the Imam, we engaged them, and then with the pastors and Christian community. The Imam, the role that they play through the sponsorship with to, make impact. Ashama, Medina, and Ayawasu, is Wogon. We're able to, make sure that we play our role in using religion. Life Foundation, an Islamic organization, we use religion to champion good cause.
And these are the things you've done. And let's look at other things that is affecting us. That has to do with having a united front. The NGOs, you're doing your best. How do you think other entities can do so that we can achieve some of the things that you mentioned?
Yes, it's just about partnership. Islam talk about ta'awunu. Come together. Islam, that is clear. Ta'awunu al-bir, any good thing, ta'awunu, unity, and then united front, so that you can champion your good cause. And together we stand. But when we divide it, and this one is doing his best, this one, and we do not even identify and prioritize our need, we always be one cycle. You understand? So I think, look, some NGOs.
What should we prioritize? What should be on top of
education, health, and
target now as Muslims? Education.
Yes.
Why education?
Knowledge. Because if you have knowledge, you have everything. The knowledge would guide you in your life, change in your family, change. We didn't have Brother Shamun we are just sitting here, communicating between me and you and other few people in this room. And people are listening to, and they will make input through knowledge, through technology. Al-ilm nur. Knowledge is a light. You understand? So the Muslim, we need to prioritize our issues. First of all, our best teachers, and then try to make sure that the schools will be like, why do we even
so what should we
share, send our children schools that did not even promote the faith that we believe in? Why can't we do our own? Like mashallah, and on this note, I have to commend Ahmadis.
They've done
well over the years. And even a lot of pastors, they school in Ahmadiyya. So the education is first, health, and then finance. As the youth need jobs, even lack of jobs, let some of the youth indulging in some activities that even give Islam bad name. So we have to create opportunity. We have to work. We have to even identify the talent that Muslim youth have, and then make you
nurture them.
Even look, those that they are even you see primary leavers,
secondary school
leavers, just
Junior
and we can tap into and make good use so that they will be useful to the Ummah and be useful to the Mother Ghana and the whole world.
The whole world. Of course, we're speaking with the CEO of the Light Foundation, Sheikh Ali Abubakar Napari. We're talking everything in the conversation to talk about other things that affect Muslims and looking at what the NGOs should do. Alhaji Malik Amir of Faila in the UK, he happens to be a financial sponsor. We appreciate you. We're calling everyone who wants to help or perhaps also sponsor this particular, putting the numbers out there anytime you want to call and see how best you can also come on board so that we can work together, because this is a social service we're doing. This conversation we're having, we don't know where it's going to go. We have Osman Sani Diko. Thanks, I'm Osman from Agungu, Kebbi State, is watching us. We have Malik Ahmed Niang. MashaAllah, yayi kyau kuma fatana ne kuma yayi kyau yadda kamata. And we'll see if we can get a message also. MashaAllah. And Umar bin Yahya is also saying MashaAllah. And so you can also leave your comments via the comment box. We're going to be reading them live. Sheikh, time is flying and we'll have to be wrapping up anytime soon. So, Sheikh, having said all of these things, we've now identified, you mentioned categorically that what should be on top of our priority list is education. And you and I agree that we don't have much schools. We don't have standard model school that can compete with other schools we have. You mentioned categorically that what even brought about the whole effort to a lady who was attending another school which wasn't for Muslims. And so what should we be doing now? Because we mentioned that, and it seems the issue is about sleeping. We haven't seen Muslims, perhaps the NGOs, coming together to say, okay, let's put our money together. We've identified 200 acres of land and we're going to build a model school. Up to now, I haven't heard that. Only what I heard was the Council of Zongo Chiefs have also acquired some land and they want to do something like that. But even with that, they're really struggling. So.
Yes, my brother, you know, as I said, Islamic work, I mean, it's collective responsibility. Our leaders, our chiefs, our politicians, our businessmen, our women, everybody, we need to come and contribute our quota towards achieving that goal, getting better schools. So it's not like one day job. Those that now we look and then we can measure them and we go send our children to pay high school fees and we don't bother, because why? We know that they'll come out and to be like looking or anticipating for them to be. Why? We cannot do that. We can do that, but it takes them long time for them to be able to achieve that. Now we are waking up, isn't it? Although we're supposed to be championing it, because our religion teaches us it, and we left knowledge, and we are focusing on some things. Sometimes maybe we'll put a lot of money on our dowry, a lot of money on funerals, a lot of money on unnecessary things, buchi and all these things. All these resources can be channeled to something that can make us, our generation, to be much better. We can create schools. We cannot do that when we have divided houses. We need to come together. We need to have clear vision. We need to start now.
And at Sunday, even with the NGOs, because of sect-related differences, we don't want to even come together to do things together.
Yes, that's look.
And it's eating us up.
Let me tell you, even there are some NGOs. You go in there, reaching out to them, that we are all doing similar.
Yeah.
To even have an appointment is difficult. Everybody
is trying to
do something. You understand?
Protect his.
And I think some people too, you can't blame them. Maybe they have bad experience, So we need to change attitude. Sometimes you open your door for your brother to come and you show him how you are doing, and then the next day, either he will go there and gossip about you or cut your legs here and there. There are so many stories that we hear. You understand? What we need on the most serious note, we need to put Allah first, and then know that, look, anything that you are doing, being it small or big, Allah is watching, and we are going to account one day, sooner or later. And this world is not a place that we should stretch our leg. It's just a transition, and then the main destination is Akhirah, hereafter. So as a Muslim, you know that Allah did not create you to go here and there to acquire property without putting it into the worship of Allah. Ma khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun. Allah has created. So be it. We need to do what? We need to come together. We need to pull our resources together. Even the platform that you created, and we are talking about the problem. Inshallah, the solution will come, but it won't come as fast that we may be, but gradually. You understand? For you to destruction can be done within a second, isn't it? But if you want building, it needs to take time and patience. And I believe, since they're happening, a lot of Muslim NGO and a lot of philanthropists, they are trying to move. But what for inner glory, let's look how to please Almighty Allah. Not do if the whole world say that you are the best in front of Allah. You are not like that.
Nothing.
You have achieved nothing. It doesn't benefit you.
I wish we could go on and on, but we will have to end it here. I want to say thank you for coming, and I hope this conversation really goes deeper. And you want to?
Yes. We talk about the peace, and you know that coming week,
of course, yes.
It's well.
I've forgotten that.
The 25th this month has been marked UN International Peace Day. And so we are going to have big event, bringing all the embassies, our grandfather, our noble chief imam. Yes, he's going to be there, and then we call on all other Muslims for them to come and then join us with us, inshallah, at Coconut Grove, between 10 and then 1 p.m. 21st, and then we are going to celebrate to promote and thank Allah for the peace that we are enjoying. You understand? Look at what is happening surrounding us. So and that very day we have a surprise for our and then inshallah after the event you hear about it, inshallah.
Definitely after the event we're going to hear about it. I want to say thank you for coming to grace this show. You have a lot of schedule, but you're here this evening with us. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
We hope and pray that Life Foundation will continue to even become a national asset. We pray so. Thank you for also watching, and we appreciate you. My name is Abdullah Shamun Bako. We'll catch you some other time on the Focus Show. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.